Welcome to the show here to have Janice Carroll, one of our existing clients for many years, actually now.
Hi, I'm Janice Carroll. I am a mortgage advisor for over 20 years.
Tell us about like the type of clients that come. For example, for me, like usually I kind of have very positive people like you that I work with. So it's like, oh, it's got like positive, chipper people. Like I don't have too many like the cut and dry people. Is there a certain tribe of people that you tend to work with?
So I went
Conversation.
through kind of the questions. My clients are literally like from one extreme to the other.
Yeah.
Literally, I might have a first time home buyer that, I had someone call me the other day that does not make more than $1,500 a month, right? Like, and she
Uh-huh.
wants to get qualified for a home.
Oh, how did that play out? Yeah.
We're going to put her on a plan
Yeah.
and kind of figure out. She's got a partner.
Yeah.
So we'll probably have some co-signing action going on so that they can qualify for a townhouse together.
Oh, so even only being able to pay, I mean, it's kind of sad saying only, it's a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but like, so she
Yeah.
has
I mean,
the
it's
ability
limited,
to
yeah.
pay $1,500 a month for the
To,
mortgage.
yeah, but she can't earn a certain amount, and I has to do something with like some assistance that she's
Oh,
getting.
yeah. Oh, okay. But you're still able to get a loan though.
Yeah, we don't discriminate where the money comes from.
Yeah. Money's always green.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's illegal, but yeah.
Yeah.
So this is good. And then on the other extreme, I wanted to tell you a little story about a $1 million client, right? Crazy things. It's different extremes, but
Yeah.
lots of hand holding. I love kind of just getting in, figuring out the whole story and how I can help.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Real
Where do people
granular.
generally find you? Like, when they like hit you up and like, hey, Janice, you need a loan here. Did
Okay.
you ask them like where they come from or how they found you?
So I'll be honest, I am not good at like, hey, I'm your loan girl, come to me, right?
Yeah,
I'm just not that person. I've never been like super salesy, even though we kind of are in a sales position role. But a lot of my clients are just referrals. It literally started with who I work with. When I first got into the mortgage business, I used to work for a tech company. It was Chevron Texaco, but I worked in the tech. And so when I left, my first set of clients were like geologists and people that were getting loans from the credit union. And so I kind of built my business that way and then really just referrals, right?
Wow.
Yeah. We do like, we're in the marketplace,
Yeah.
but when we get some kind of like people see us there and give us a call every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd love to build my like social presence a lot better.
Oh, there we go. Hey, we're working on today. So
Yes.
yeah, okay. So 20 years already. So like you've seen the ups and downs of like the whole industry. Because 20 years, that's 2 cycles probably.
Yeah.
How about like, how was like the times when it was like up? Like, what was like the best moments during that, the times where like loans were just selling like hotcakes?
We had 2 big ups and downs. Absolutely. But the most recent one, we talked about that. I learned a lot in that I was just going, and it became so transactional.
Yeah.
And I did not like that about like how I was working with my clients because like, it was like selling hotcakes, right? It was like the rates are so low and it just kept going. Plus I got totally burnt out.
Yeah. Probably so much paperwork.
Client conversations. I felt like I wasn't doing it like a service to my clients and just really hearing them.
Yeah.
But the money, great. But at the end of the day, right? Like, if you don't have balance in your life, the money I've never wanted to be like rich and then not have a life.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So-
You're like a prisoner to money.
But right now business, is really good. It's a very tough market, but the type of clients that we're getting now, they're driven. If you're out there looking at open houses, it's because you want to buy a house right now.
Yeah.
And so that's literally the perfect client right now because it's like, they're out there, they want to know, how to get pre-approved, what they need to do. And right, they're listening intently and
Oh yeah. So
wanting to make it happen.
so even during the slower times, was it still decently steady just because you have like a big referral book of business? Yeah.
Definitely consistent. And
Yeah.
I'm just happy about that. I wouldn't say like, it's not like the big peaks, but definitely consistent. So
Oh, that's
really
good.
happy
But yeah.
about that.
Yeah. So you're almost like, you kind of like insulated yourself a little bit from like those like downturns if you've been in the game for like 20 years and built up
In a
your network.
sense, yeah. A lot of our partners, a lot of referrals come from realtors who have also been in the business for a lot of years and they've built their businesses. So just by default, we've kind of been doing this together and they're always going to have clients. And so just taking care of their clients really well, I think that in itself, if you do a good job, they'll come back to you.
Yeah. Client service.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. It's like it's not hard to build a business if you actually like, give 2 damns.
Exactly. Unfortunately, that is a little difficult these days.
Oh,
So bar's not like super high for mortgage advisors. I really hate to say that. So as long as we are not just answering our phones, but replying, answering questions and giving them some type of knowledge and concrete things, I think that's kind of what they need. and you're gonna keep getting referrals as long as you're doing that.
Okay. Yeah, it's kind of cool. So you're not going crazy on marketing. So your whole book is this referral and it's like sustained you well. You've been doing it term, not just like people see like, oh, let me do this. I'll make a quick buck. Like it's not like that. Like you actually have a sustainable business.
Definitely. Definitely.
So then in terms of like, what's been like the smallest amount of a mortgage you ever done?
So I do a lot of small mortgages.
What's like the smallest to like 90,000 or no?
So we always kind of have like a minimum 40,000.
What was that? What state was that?
No, it wasn't a purchase. We do a lot of, I'll do home equity loans.
Yeah.
Right. Home equity lines of credit.
Yep.
I wanted to tell you about a $75,000 one I did. In her case, great lady. She's just right around the corner. She comes and she knows she's got equity in her property, but she doesn't want to touch her first mortgage. So she doesn't want to do a full refinance. And that reason's a little bit different. She does have a higher interest rate, but her credit isn't like super good right now. So she comes primarily because her son's getting ready to go off to college and she wants to get him a reliable vehicle. So she wants to help out do that. So she wants to look at equity to do that. Also, she's kind of, spent her credit card. So she wants to kind of get a handle on that and replenish her savings. But she's super duper cautious. Yeah. Like every dollar she's about to take out of the house has to have a purpose. And that's good. Like she's super duper responsible. So anyway, decide we're going to do a $75,000 loan, right? So the line of credit is like a variable, but for her, she wanted a fixed interest rate.
Oh, interesting.
So what's super cool about this is that one of the things she needed to do was to get a hold of her credit card debt. So non-mortgage related, her credit card bills were $3,200 a month.
Oh.
And this $75,000 loan, 20-year fixed mortgage, that payment was going to be $800 a month.
Okay. Oh, so this is called a HELOAN.
Yep, a HELOAN, fixed interest rate, no variable. So she's no surprises. The interest rate's not going to go up next month, next year. It's fixed. She knows she can plan.
Oh, interesting. This is literally the first time I've heard about a HELOAN.
Yeah.
So it's fixed because I know I'm used to like HELOCs, variable.
Yes.
So this is so you take out, so it's still pegged against equity of your house.
Yes.
That's how much the loan amount, and I'm sure it's a percentage of that. This is fixed term. It's rate.
This case it was 20 years. Yeah. Okay. We have like a lot of different amortization periods.
Yeah.
But
she wanted.
Okay. Yeah. The longer it's amortized for, the lower the monthly payments are.
Yeah.
And you can still make more towards it.
Yeah.
Right. And so for her, this was going to make a lot of sense because she's literally trying to pay her credit cards at like the tune of $3,200 a month aside from her mortgage.
Oh, yeah.
So now we're like, hey, let's consolidate. Let's pay off all of these bills with this HELOAN. And that payment's only $855.
Yeah.
And part of that, she was going to be able to take cash out for proceeds. Yeah. And she was going to take some cash out to buy a car for her son.
Oh, wow.
Right. I mean, and think about it. What was super duper cool about this was that she could still, like what I showed her is that she's used to paying $3,200. She could still, instead of $845, she could pay $1,845 towards that loan and attack it aggressively. Yep. And instead of a 20-year fix, she's paying it off in potentially 4.5.
But you have the breathability of 20 years just in case.
Absolutely.
And there's no prepayment penalty?
There's no prepayment penalty. Insane.
Wow. So this tool is almost like debt consolidation, but like not at like, what I call like loan shark rates. Like this is like true rates, right? How much was the percentage interest?
And I don't remember exactly what hers are, but the interest rates, whether it's an equity line of credit or an equity loan, it's going to be directly impacted by your credit score.
Oh, okay. So you need good credit.
Good credit, your debt to income ratio.
Okay.
And like you said, a percentage of the value of the home. We're going to add the first mortgage, whatever that balance is, and this new balance. And then we're going to basically divide it by what its appraised value is.
Yeah.
So the higher the loan to value, the more riskier it is to bank. Translates to a higher interest rate. Oh. But for her, it all worked. And the bigger picture was this. She knew her credit wasn't that good right now.
Okay. Yeah.
But this was going to allow her credit to improve naturally because we were just going to eliminate all that debt. She's looking forward to hopefully interest rates coming down. And so fast forward, right? Interest rates come down, her credit's better. She has no debt. She's going to be in a lot better position to refinance that first mortgage.
Oh, okay. So this is nice. So you actually, oh, wow. Yeah, because I mean, you can almost kind of be like one of those like debt consolidator people with this type of product. I'm like shocked right now because I actually didn't know about the HELOC.
You like genuinely shocked? I love that.
Yeah, oh no, I'm not even shitting you. Yeah, so I knew HELOCs. I just didn't know there's HELOANs.
Yeah,
because that makes a lot of sense where like if you don't have like, you just want something like fixed.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to actually refi the first one. Cause like there's some where like, dude, if it's 5%, just keep it, or sub 5, right? Just keep it. No, have
Yes,
to refi.
absolutely. They don't want to touch it. 5% or lower.
Yeah, but you still need money just for those one big things like life events, car or son for the a car for the son, and right, you got debts and emergency savings. But if like say probably fair, right? Sub 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sub 10, totally.
Oh, versus credit cards 24.
And the fees are so much less than a full-on blown refinance.
Yeah.
Right? Like, so it totally makes sense. And I mean, and because she was so like responsible about this whole thing, like just figuring it all out and then having that game plan for a couple of years was like, this was really just kind of a step one for the bigger plan, right? Refinance that first mortgage that I didn't do.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. And the next time she will. Yeah.
Yeah. Next time. She's our client now.
Then.
Yeah.
And then she just came to you. How did the conversation even start?
Oh, it's so crazy. She actually said she Googled like best mortgage people in Pinole.
Okay. Oh, so you got that dominance SEO right there.
I don't know how that happened, but I was super happy. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting. Okay. So you found that. And then that's very interesting to me because I'm like, okay, can I fix? Because sometimes people have like debts or this guy get a big influx. And like, what can you actually do? Where can you find money? And then a lot of people are like, they would say like you're cash poor, but paper rich. All your money's in the house.
Absolutely.
But this one's actually a way to
tap into it. I mean, and for her, she's single woman just raised her son too. He's about to go off to college. That was a small loan amount that we're not going to turn down, $75,000 if we can put her in a better position.
Yeah.
But we use these home equity lines of credits for people that want to tap into that equity, maybe buy an investment property or something else. Yeah. So that's where it's like really popular too.
Oh yeah. Because the HELOCs you can get, is it like what, up to 80%? How much can you get on a HELOC?
That's very standard, 80%. We can go to 90.
90?
Yeah.
What kind of
it's just going to cost more.
Cost more. Okay. So if you want 90, it'll cost you more.
Yeah. And it's really just like this like chart.
Yeah.
Hey, you're going to 90, but your credit score is this. Yeah. Right. But if you're going to 90, but your credit score is this, like it's going to be lower.
Yeah. Okay. So you got that rolling through. That makes sense. So then it sounds like credit. Yeah. Cause I always say like people are like, oh, this is going to hurt my credit score. I think the only 2 times you really need credit in life is like when you buy a car, buy a house, I think. Do you from like, what was the lowest credit score that you've seen that you were still able to qualify a client for?
Yeah, we get some really low credit scores. We don't do and I think that's what's great is that we don't our main FHA loans, most of our investors are going to limit it at 580.
Okay, so FHA need 580 of a credit score.
Majority of our investors, but we will do like 500 on even an FHA loan if they've got 10% equity in it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah, so more money. Okay.
Yeah.
Not 3.5, but you have 10%.
Yeah.
But you have a crappier credit score.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, with the offset is just give us a little bit more down payment, more skin in the game.
Yeah. Okay. So you can go down as long as 500 if you have a little bit more money.
Yeah. With an FHA loan. Those are super popular. But we also do I've done credit scores on the 400s.
Oh, 400s?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Believe it or not, sometimes people that make a ton of money have really horrible credit.
Oh, okay.
So, that's just kind of by the type of business they do. Sometimes they're buying property and that's not necessarily going to be a conventional loan. That might be private money.
Private money. But you can have as low as in the 400s.
In the 400s, yeah. Put 30% down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember the categories because I know there's the green, yellow, red.
Oh, yeah.
But the 400s is the red.
It's definitely the arrows.
I look at mine periodically. I don't look I never use it. That's why. Bad is 400. So good is 800. Our perfect is near 800 some, right?
Yeah, exactly. 800, 850, but
so this is half. Yeah.
And that's, but that's something a life event happened. Maybe they got divorced. Maybe they went through a bankruptcy. Something had to happen for it to get that bad.
Yeah. Okay. So that's the low end. How about someone, I'm curious. Has there been anyone that's been super rich and then they still got denied a loan?
So I was literally at an open house. This was 2 months ago. And it's an open house with a realtor in Hercules. The price point was just over $1 million.
Okay.
I'm there as a lender to just basically greet people and see if I can, offer some financing assistance. And that's exactly what happened. This lovely family comes in. And they are shopping for this house. They tell me that they're not pre-approved for that price range.
Okay. Yeah.
They are pre-approved, but it was like in 500 price range.
So they're trying to buy double a house.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's what you're thinking. Like, okay, you've got no business being here then.
Yeah.
The reverse like totally opposite happened. Like we just have a conversation just like this, and they tell me that they are self-employed. I ask them what they do. They own like cafes all over the Bay Area. And literally like in a 10-minute conversation, I'm realizing that they are not like, they absolutely could afford this house, right?
Oh.
And so in their situation, their tax returns were, right? Like we know, we look at clients through different lenses, and tax returns tell two different stories, like tell different stories. So I ask these people if they'd ever heard of a bank statement loan. Have you ever heard of a bank statement loan?
Oh, heard of them, but only because we do what we do, but I think most people don't.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And what's crazy though, they're so common. Bank statement loans are like the most standard thing right now. And just had to ask again because I'm literally talking to this super financial, like sophisticated, savvy. They're doing extremely well. And they want to buy a house, and no one had told them about a bank statement loan.
Oh, yeah.
And so here they're like, we're approved for 500, but they understand money. We go through the pre-approval process, and I'm not even joking. One of their bank accounts had like $1 million in deposit, over 100,000 in deposits each month. Yeah. Right. In one of their bank accounts. And so the way on a bank statement loan, just for anyone interested in it.
Oh, this is key. Like this is how you actually like, if you're a business owner, but like, it's like me, like I'll put, say if I make $100,000, I'm going to spend 95 because I don't want to pay taxes on it, but I'm just reinvesting back in the business.
Yes.
Yeah. So if you have $100,000 in deposits, so what does the underwriter, I mean, how much of a house can you qualify?
We're literally only using one of their bank accounts. Yeah. It's got $100,000 deposits every single month. And so by default, an underwriter is going to apply an expense factor to it. Unless we can decide it's lower, they're going to apply a 50% expense factor. Okay. But even at that, right, like that's still over $50,000 a month. It's more than $100,000 in deposits, but like $50 a month, it's still $650,000 a year plus. Yeah. Like they absolutely did not have an issue qualifying for this house.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So then the underwriter will say, all right, you have $100,000 in deposits. So then to the underwriter, they're like, oh, this person has the ability to pay $50,000 a month.
Yeah, that's absolutely it. Just kind of
can afford anything at that point. Yeah. Now you can afford almost like not like
like it's tempting.
20% down for a bank statement loan.
You only need 10% on a bank statement loan.
Okay, so on $1 million house, you put $100,000, and then your loan would be $900.
Absolutely.
Okay.
In this case, he put 30% down. That was like his equivalent to 10% for him. He's like, here's $300,000. I'm going to buy this $1 million house. And I mean, the biggest thing about that is that when people hear non-qualified mortgages or alternative ways to document your income, they think like the interest rate's going to be super crazy high. Yeah. And this just happened a couple months ago, this year, 6.375 30-year fixed. So they were ecstatic. I mean, and these are people that know money, like financially.
Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just like all these alternative ways. But if you didn't have the conversation with them, they would just not be buying a house. They'd be buying a small house, or I don't know, like whatever.
I think they knew that there needed to be a way. Like that's why they were.
They just they didn't meet the right person yet.
And that's exactly it. They just didn't hear the second option. They probably were going to buy it cash, to be honest.
But then it's like, oh, you can actually leverage your money and do more.
Exactly.
Okay, so you got that. So my dad, he used to think, I don't know if it's true actually. So he invested a lot of money, stocks, worst investor of all time, real estate, okay, and he had a restaurant. And he was just thinking like, can I actually leverage any of my existing properties as collateral to go get loans? Is that even a thing? He used to ask me that as a kid. I'm like, I don't know, dude. Yeah. Like, can you he's like, all right, I'll give you these 2 houses as collateral, but can I get a loan for X to go buy this house? Is that a such thing?
Absolutely.
Oh, how's it work?
So that works a lot for our private money too. You've got a house and it's a great asset and there's no loan against it, or maybe there is, but it's super low. So we'll maybe we could do a blanket loan for the 2 properties and then use it as a down payment. Basically just put a loan on that, use it as a down payment for another property. Absolutely.
Okay. So if he had like 2 properties or
even just one property with equity in it. Yeah.
Okay. So you have one. So you would just do It wouldn't be a cash out refi, would it? It's called a blanket loan.
Yeah, it would
Uh-huh.
literally, you've got, say
Yeah.
you want to use 200 of that equity
Yeah.
and you want to use it as a down payment on this house.
Yeah.
So what'll happen is if it's a purchase, let's say he was going to sell that house. So sometimes people will put a lien on this property as the down payment. And then once that property sells, we'll do a partial release, right? So now there's just that little portion that's still left on this.
So you had a couple properties. So I got no money, but it was like, hey, Janice, I want to buy this property. So you just do a blanket loan on top of these, and then they would just fund, say that purchase price was 500, and then say there's, I don't know, $1 million equity in properties here. You just do a blanket loan. So you want to take money out against these houses, and it just be a separate loan on top of mortgage share, but it's all secured by all the houses.
There's a lot of variations to it, and to be honest, it doesn't even have to be private money. Like going back to, just kind of really simplifying it back to, right, the guy that takes out an equity loan, equity line. So a lot less of costs involved with that, lower interest rates. They can set it up. They only pay when they use it on an equity line.
Yeah.
So, your dad might say you could do, I'll use a down payment once I identify a property.
Yeah.
But in situations like, maybe he doesn't qualify for that. Like, yes, absolutely. It's collateral.
Yeah, collateral. Okay, so you can use those as collateral. Like, hey, I'll give you these houses, just give me money
to
go get more property or whatnot.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So it's always like, seems like there's a solution for something. Told him like, you gotta stop. Yeah, I'm like, I'll get too much headache.
Okay, I see where your curious brain came from then.
Oh yeah, we're always thinking about something. Like, yeah, it's kind of like tax. So I always like, hey, like, what are the cards that I'm dealt with, and I can make it work. It's like the same for you. Like, what are the cards that you're dealt with? Can you make it work?
Absolutely.
Yeah. There's one question I always like tell people to, or not, it's like a mindset thing. It's like, I always get like, the bullshit excuse, like, oh, I can't afford this house. I don't want to buy a primary. It's like usually it's first time home buyers. One, I think it's like a mindset thing. Like you just don't know. Like you probably deal with a lot of those people. So like if someone's trying to buy their first home, and say they're making, I don't know, $150,000. Yes, we're in the Bay. It's very expensive. Don't get me wrong. But like, is it actually realistic for someone in the Bay Area making $150,000 to buy a home?
It is. And you know what? I do get referrals from text people all the time. And so a lot of them will come from that. It's like, this person needs to buy a house. They absolutely need the right. And you could what kind of write-offs and stuff do they get? Like,
oh yeah, you get property taxes, insurance, interest, you get write off all those. So it's like, and then if it's a rental, then you can write off more against your taxes. So depends on like if it's investment or primary, but there's a lot you can do with it.
A lot. And just, I think a lot of times, just like you said, they don't know. They don't know. So that kind of just, we're filling a little gap, and it's kind of just like, here's some information, do what you want with it. Like if there is like a little inkling in you that wants to buy a house, maybe this will be the little push that like moves the needle.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cause I'm like, man, it's like excuses, 150K, like, but then say monthly, like payments so high. I'm like, I guess I could see it, but I'm like, yeah, this is just a mindset thing. Like, yeah, those people that are in that bucket, do you think they could buy a home, or are they actually can't because we're in the Bay Area? Is just that bad here?
I do. Yeah. And right now, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities, and not all of my clients make over 150.
Yeah.
Like I just had a girl, young, single, did not make $150,000. And she, she's an interesting story that I wanted to talk about too, because is she in this, right? Anyone buying a condo right now, like the whole situation with SB 326.
Oh, what's going on there? Yeah.
So SB 326, that got passed 2019. And it basically just made like condo projects like liable, like it made them have to get inspections done for like elevated exterior, like balconies, elevated walkways and things like that. Just making sure that inspections are done for like structural integrity. Like over time, these things got like rotted, water, the sun, it just deteriorated. And I'm sure you've heard the story, like the whole thing in Florida where the building collapsed.
Oh, I heard about the sinking one in SF. Yeah, I didn't know one collapsed.
So that one just kind of a big story because it was a luxury condo, and like they had palm trees, and it looked immaculate, but there was so much deferred maintenance. And what happened was there was a pool on the second level, like above that had like parking lot, and it had been leaking for many, many years, and they just kept patching it up. And then eventually it just gave way, and the whole building crashed. And like, I don't know, I think like 100 people died. Like, don't quote me on that, but a lot of people died, right? And that was kind of like the start of something that changed financing for conventional financing. Did you ever hear about what happened in Berkeley?
Oh no, what happened there?
So
Yeah.
there was like balconies. They were having a birthday party, and it was kind of like all like on the news and everything because, you know, it was like some foreign, like from Ireland, some exchange students and whatever. So they're having this birthday party, and on the balcony, it comes crashing down. And yeah,
Ooh,
long story short,
yeah.
it changed the financing in that it became mandatory for HOA projects to do these inspection reports and to identify like any health and safety issues and like structural things, deferred maintenance
Yeah.
that needed to get done.
Oh, so that's SB 326?
Yeah,
Okay.
SB Senate Bill 326.
Okay. So
Yeah.
then, so that's anywhere where there's an HOA that requires
Condos.
condos.
Condos, yeah. So
Okay.
some houses could have an HOA, but they probably have a different like, you know, bill but for
Yeah.
condos specifically. So in California, it's like a really big thing right now.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
then your client ended up buying in a condo, making less than 100,000 with this?
Yeah. In
Yeah.
fact, it's just so crazy for anybody. Like, I really just wanted to share that story specifically for the SB 326 because if she's making X amount of money and condos just is, you know, and she was doing this by herself. So she didn't need like a big house, but she was looking at condos. She ended up buying a house 3 times before she got one. And
Wow.
it's crazy because I'm like, okay, here we go through this pre-approval process. She's pre-approved, you know, she comes referred to me in January this year.
Mm.
Super determined, wants to do this. And like literally, as I tell you the story, you're going to just see how determined she was.
Yeah.
But she gets in a contract. And before we get in a contract, she tells me that her dad might be able to help her with a gift for a down payment.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to, like, she doesn't have a firm number and she doesn't want to pressure him. But so she gets out there, she's writing offers on properties, but we're putting 3% down and 5% down because we're basing the pre-approval on the money that she has right now. Right. So anyway, she gets in a contract on her first one, 5% down. It's under 300,000.
In the
And
Bay Area?
in Oakland. And it's great. And everything's going good. She gets, you know, her pre-approval done, comes back super clean from the underwriter. We get an appraisal. It comes back for more than what she's in contract for. The problem starts when we get the HOA documents and then we get the SB 326 report. And then we see that there's repairs that have not been completed yet. And so then she, you know, we can't with our 3% down pay or 5% down payment, we're not going to be able to do this.
Yeah.
So she was already aware, you know, it sucks. She spent money on the appraisal, HOA documents, inspections. She's basically out maybe $2,000, $2,500.
Yep.
But she goes out, gets in a contract on a second property. And this isn't such a short window.
Yeah.
And this time she's like, I want the HOA documents before I send the appraisal. She had to pay for the HOA documents again. This time it was cheaper. It was only $500, but still she's out money.
Mm.
And anyway, so the documents come back, same problem. I'm like,
Wow.
it's the condo,
That's
right?
bad, yeah.
And so that's like the thing too. I wanted, you know, just people to be aware is that when they are getting pre-approved, they know they have to qualify, but what they might not realize is the condo itself has to qualify too.
Yeah.
Fast forward, she gets into condo number 3 and, you know, it's higher in purchase price. And then now her dad's like, guess what? I've got a number and I'm going to gift you this amount of money.
Oh.
And it ends up being 20% of like her purchase price. And so it's super exciting. Just wanted to mention that because had she had that gift before, we may have been able to explore different financing options for the unresolved issues. And so anyway, so she decides she's going to put 20% down now just because she has it. She ends up with a better property, higher price property, more amenities, and she didn't have to settle. That's kind of the lesson there is.
Yeah.
Yes, you can probably buy something you're making less than $150,000 a year in the Bay Area. She almost bought 3 different properties.
She found 3 different ones. Yeah. At 300,000 per area.
Yeah.
I guess you just
So
have to look hard enough.
And she ended up buying one for $340,000.
Wow. That's
Yeah. So hats off to her realtor too.
I always talk to him like, or I always like, oh, I can't buy a house. Like, bro, you can. This is the mindset.
This is the mindset. Yeah.
Yeah. That's like they're determined. Yeah. They're probably fast. Like, is there like anything if you're like about to get a loan, about to close on things, anything you shouldn't do that will like piss an underwriter off and like kill off the loan?
Gosh, you know, not to keep going back to that equity line story.
Yeah.
But we ended up not doing it. And it was because she disputed things on her credit report.
Yeah.
And it caused her credit to drop.
So, when you dispute stuff on your credit report, it drops it again?
Well, definitely want to say that disputing things on your credit report isn't automatically going to drop your credit score, but in this case it did, right? Like when we compared the two credit reports, that was the only difference.
Oh.
So can't say for sure what happened. And so unfortunately that killed the transaction.
Oh, wow. Just because of that.
Killed it in that she thought to get her credit score back up.
Oh, okay.
It went to like 596. It was like 60 points lower than what we had been working with.
Oh, okay. So if you're trying to clean up your score beforehand, do you work with like credit repair people then?
Definitely have credit repair people. And in her case, she didn't even need credit repair. Like she was fine. She was at. So I would just say, talk to your mortgage advisor. Like if you're good and you've got a plan, like you've got your path, go through it. You know, I wanted to talk with you about something. I mean, so I recently just closed this transaction for a client. Like I literally call it my 12-year probate family war story.
Oh, wow. 12 years.
12 years.
Of probate.
It's crazy. So my client, who I wasn't her loan officer at the time, but like many, many years ago, she wants to buy a house in El Sobrante and she can't qualify for the mortgage. Okay. So her brother-in-law steps up and he's like, I'll buy the house. I'll put the house in my name. I'll get the mortgage in my name. And then you just do what you need to do so that you can qualify for mortgage. And then you can refinance, pay me back. We'll put the house in your name.
Yeah.
Like totally simple. And that worked for many, many years. She lived in the house with her family. She lived there with her husband at the time. They're divorced now, but raised their kids, everything. It was their house by any stretch of the imagination. And then what happens is years later, unexpectedly, the brother-in-law passes away. So that happens. And that literally starts this 12-year probate. It's so crazy. And so basically what happens is he passes away and there's no trust. There's no documentation that this house was for her.
Oh, it was like a handshake, a deal,
like
verbal.
An arrangement. Just the people that involved knew what was going on. And no one expected he was going to pass away and then no trust. And now that the house is still in his name, right? There's two beneficiaries and their interests need to get like dealt with. And they want it. And so 12 years of probate, attorneys and everything, they finally get a resolution after 12 years. And they're basically, you can have your house, but you have to pay out these two beneficiaries and deal with the mortgage that's on it and basically financially untangle what's been tied up for 12 years. You have 90 days to do it, or we're going to put the house up for sale.
Wow.
So it wasn't like this loan that you can go to a big box bank and get it done. Like it was really, there's a lot of complicated layers to it. And one thing that we had to do was we had to get a loan directly to the estate. And we had specific court judgment documents that said that it needed to, in an effort to minimize tax consequences to the beneficiaries, the loan needed to happen to the state. And I know there's good reason for that, but
why?
So that's what we did is we got a loan to the estate. We made that happen. And then the second piece was that we needed to get a loan for this borrower that didn't own the house and pay off the mortgage that was in the deceased brother-in-law's name. I mean, you know, this whole 12 years, right? She's living in this house with this like hanging over her head. And then she's got 90 days to figure it out. And still she doesn't know if she's going to be able to make this all happen, you know? In the end, like I'm so happy and honored to have been able to help put an end to this 12-year war. She got to keep her house and she's in a good place now, but so many lessons learned in that little story.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So who kept on making those payments during the 12 years then?
She did.
Oh, then the two beneficiaries want to take it away because they're like, oh, this is mine on paper.
It was my dad's. And that's where I just I'm like going to help this lady get her house back because if you can imagine, right, you're making the mortgage payment the whole time and something breaks in the house and you're like, do I even fix this? Like, am I going to end up with this house?
Yeah, property taxes,
right? Like,
all that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
right. But she did. And like, I can't imagine like how difficult that was for her to go through it.
But yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah. We don't do trust stuff, but we always ask our clients when we start, you got to trust, like, if not one, need one just to avoid this shit.
Avoid
it's like, yeah, it's like 5-10 grand, whatever. But like probate's like minimum 20 grand from the state.
Absolutely.
And then attorney fees, minimum retainers are usually about 5 grand. Whereas if you just would have done it 5, people aren't educated. I think that's the hard part. They don't know.
They don't know. Right. Yeah, exactly. They don't know. Or that's why I feel like they need to hear about these types of stories because this is something that happens so innocently.
Oh, yeah.
And we all put the important things off for later. In this case, later never happened.
Yeah, that's the hard
later
part.
turned into 12 years. So Absolutely. The cost of setting up a trust,
Yep.
that cost is going to save you so
Oh,
much.
so much trouble.
Yeah, financially and the emotional piece of it, like, which is even harder to measure.
Oh, that was like, yeah, impossible. Yeah. Yeah. It's just like the paperwork. But I actually hate paperwork. But I'm like, the more and older I've gotten, the more I've done the business, I'm like, it's actually all paperwork. It's
Yeah.
like, everyone hates it. You should actually read it. If you
Yeah.
can't read it, just send it to ChatGPT now and tell them to summarize it. But
Yeah, absolutely.
just
No
like,
excuses.
yeah, because like when we're like younger, like, oh, I don't want to pay attorney fees. I don't want to deal with like, I don't want to pay for professional fees, CPAs. I'm like, it's fine, man. But it's just like, dude, if it's not on paper and it's not documented, it's not done the right way. It's just like, I think just how the system in America is set up. It's a paper system. It's not a, hey, let me shake your hand. I think it
Yes.
shows the real character of those people.
Yeah, the character of those people and just the times, like,
Yeah.
people get desperate.
Yeah.
I mean, in real estate, it's a lot. So
Yeah.
definitely
Oh.
putting those things in writing. Yeah.
So yeah, just to wrap up overall in terms of like where people can like find you, reach out to you, what's like the best way for someone if they want to like learn more, like, wait, Janice got a lot of like chess moves up her sleeve. Like, where can they find you?
Yeah, no, I'd absolutely
Yeah.
love to hear from them. 510-928-0566. It's been my phone number for 20 years.
20 years. Oh, there you go.
So probably longer, but yeah,
Yeah.
that's the best way to reach me. Text me, call me.
Oh, nice and simple. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Some people are like, oh, I need boundaries. Thanks so much for being on the show today.
No, thank you. It was such
Yeah.
an honor. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.